Have you ever wondered why in the Mahabharata, when mighty warriors like Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and Shalya all fell, one quiet figure walked out of Kurukshetra alive, untouched, and destined to live forever? That man was Kripacharya, a name often overlooked, yet carrying the weight of immortality, dharma, and ancient Astra Vidya into the very end of time. This is his story. A birth from reeds. Our story begins not in a palace but in the stillness of a forest. There lived Rishi Sharadvan, son of Gautama, a sage unmatched in the mastery of weapons. One day, while deep in meditation, his tapasya was disturbed by the beauty of a celestial maiden. From his distraction, his seed spilled upon a cluster of reeds. Shara. From this miraculous occurrence, two children were born, Kripa and Kripi. As Mahabharata, Adi Parva, chapter 130, shloka 14 describes, Tataha sharatvebhir jagne sharadvan vedaparagaha, kripah kripi chato janma sharajan mahadadbhutam. From the reeds were born Kripa and Kripi, the wondrous children of Sharadvan, learned in the Vedas. Discovered by King Shantanu, the children were adopted and raised in Hastinapura, tying their destiny forever to the Kuru line. The young teacher of Hastinapura. Though born miraculously, Kripa grew into a disciplined youth, sharp in intellect and unmatched in archery. Before Drona arrived at Hastinapura, it was Kripacharya who trained the princes of the Kuru dynasty. He was stern yet fair, embodying both the austerity of a sage and the discipline of a soldier. As Mahabharata, Adi Parva, chapter 130, shloka 18 explains, Sahi sarvastra kushalaha kripacharyo mahayashaha guru kurunam sarvesham pritya sma niyamam gataha. Kripacharya, skilled in every weapon and famed for his virtue, became the teacher of all the Kurus, bound by affection and discipline. Thus, his role as both guru and warrior was sealed. A Maharathi on the battlefield. Kripa was no ordinary fighter. He was honored as a Maharathi, one capable of facing 24,000 warriors at once. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he fought fiercely, his arrows raining like fire. His calm mind never swayed by emotion. As in Mahabharata, Bhishma Parv, chapter 117, shloka 36, it's described, Sa Maharatho Mahatejaha Kripacharyo Mahabalaha Yughyate Sma Maheshvasai Sarvato Dashnabhavat. That great Maharathi, blazing with power, Kripacharya of immense strength, fought on all sides with his mighty bow. Unlike Karna's pride or Ashwathama's fury, Kripa embodied measured restraint, the silent storm in the chaos of Kurukshetra. Loyalty to Hastinapur and Drona. Kripa's loyalty was unshakable. When his sister Kripi married Dronacharya, their bond deepened, making him both brother-in-law and comrade-in-arms to Drona. Thus, when the Kurukshetra war began, his duty lay with the Kauravas, says Mahabharata. Dron Parv, chapter 16, shloka 12. Dronaputra sakho viraha kripacharyo mahabalaha Kauravanam hitarthai yudhyate sma maharathaha. The mighty warrior Kripacharya, friend to Drona's son, fought as a Maharathi for the welfare of the Kauravas. Bhiti. It was not hatred for the Pandavas that drove him, but an unyielding sense of duty to Hastinapura. Survival amidst destruction. The war raged on. One by one, the giants fell. Bhishma on the bed of arrows, Drona slain in despair, Karna struck by Arjuna, Shalya overwhelmed. Yet, in the end, Kripa survived. He was one of the rare few who walked out of the battlefield alive, almost untouched by death. This is explained in Mahabharata, Shalya Parva, chapter 27, shloka 49. Bhishma drona karo hatva karnam shalyam cha bharata. Kripa eva vashishto abhudyodhaneshu maharatha. After Bhishma, Drona, Karna and Shalya were slain, Only Kripa the Maharathi remained among the warriors. His survival was not by chance, but by destiny. The teacher of Parikshit. After the war, the land was soaked in blood and grief. But life had to go on, and dharma had to be upheld. The Pandavas entrusted Kripacharya with the most sacred responsibility to guide King Parikshit, the grandson of Arjuna, who would inherit the throne of Hastinapura. Mahabharata, Shanti Parva, Chapter 47, Shloka 25. Kripacharyam cha rajanam parikshitam mahayashaha shikshayamasa sarvastrair dharme cha parinishtitah. Kripacharya, the great and renowned, instructed King Parikshit in all astras and established him in dharma. Thus, Kripa became the bridge between the age of heroes and the uncertain future of Kali Yuga. The blessing of immortality. While Ashwathama's immortality came as a curse, Kripacharya's was a blessing. For his mastery, his dharma, and his balanced mind, he was chosen to live till the end of Kali Yuga. As in Mahabharata, Shanti Parva, Chapter 47, Shloka 27, it is said, Kripascha ranjivo bhavatvati bhishma vakyam, dharmagyo dharmashilascha kalantam bhavishyati. Let Kripa be long-lived, immortal. So spoke Bhishma. For he is a knower of dharma, established in dharma, and shall remain till the end of time. He will live until the end of Kali Yuga, destined to return as the teacher of Kalki, the 10th avatar of Vishnu, when dharma must rise again. And so Kripacharya, the silent survivor of Kurukshetra, walks the earth even today, unseen, unaging. So, viewers, where is he now? Is he in a hermitage hidden deep in the Himalayas? Or wandering the forests of central India? Maybe waiting in silence, watching humanity stumble deeper into Kali Yuga. And when the final avatar, Kalki, appears, Kripacharya will rise again to pass on the lost knowledge of the Astras. The question is not if, but when.